select in SQL. Let's look at this database we created for the food menu, and we already have some of the queries listed here. So I'm going to post this into the description so we can just go through it one by one. Some of them will already go through, like select everything from ingredient. So this will select everything from the ingredient last time. And then we have get a particular ID from the ingredient table. Okay, so use the where clause. And also then we have this select everything from the dish, and join a menu where menu ID is equal to the dish menu ID equal to the menu's ID. So this is inner join by default, and then where m.name equal to main menu. So basically this get all the dishes from a particular menu name. Okay, the next is to use order by. So we get all the ingredient, but we order by the name in the descending order. Okay, desc, and here we will get the descending order of the ingredient. And the next is the most expensive dish. Okay, so we need to use a subquery. We get the maximum price first from the dish table, and then we get the dish information like name and price, okay, and etc. Why we cannot use max price directly in the dish? Because we cannot use the aggregate method, okay, with other field. Okay, so then this max is aggregate. You can either use it with group by, okay, or you just use it like separately here, okay, like count. So if we run this select max price, then we will get the max price. And then we use this 20.99 as the condition to match the price of the dish table so that we can get the dish's name. Okay, so here is the chicken burger is the most expensive one. So this gets the most expensive dish. Ingredient of the given dish. Okay, so give a dish name, then we get all the ingredients from that dish. So here, because we have a many-to-many relationship between the ingredient and the dish table, so we need to join all of them together in order to get all the information. So we have to have two joins. Okay, so from the ingredient, we join the association table with the ID, okay, and then we join the dish with the ID. So all the joins are inner join. Okay, so then we give the condition, which is the dish burger, the chicken burger, okay, in the dish name, and then it will give us the ingredients, okay, used by this chicken burger. Okay, so here we have two joins, okay, together. And the next is the to get the most used ingredients of all dishes. So like we want to see which ingredient is the most commonly used, okay, throughout all the dishes. So we just split it into different steps, because you can see the last one is kind of like complicated. So the idea is first we need to find which what's the maximum like times a particular ingredient is used, right? So like the chicken is used 10 times, butter is used 2 times, then we need to return 10. Okay, so here is the maximum, okay, ingredient used is 4 times. Okay, so for here we still need a subquery, so we have to get all the ingredients count. Okay, so for this one we just get all the ingredients count, okay, 1441111. Okay, so those are all the ingredients that been used. Okay, so we have this, and then we find the max out of it. Okay, so that's the subquery. And then next step is to get the ingredient ID of the one that is used the maximum times. Like we already got 4, right? So the previous query, and now we want to see which ingredient have this used by 4 times. Okay, so here we have that subquery already written, but here again we have to select the ingredient ID. This is the ID we would need, and also we need to get a count. Okay, so from this dish, but we in this case here we have to this one, okay, this query and this query is very similar. Okay, they all need to group by the ingredient ID, but here we have a having clause. Okay, having clause is used to give the conditional condition of the aggregated methods, okay, like especially when you use group by. Having need to use with group by. Group by ingredient ID and having the count of ingredient ID equal to the maximum numbers that we already gave, okay, for. Like, we now group by this table again, find out which ingredient ID have this maximum for. Okay, so this is the second step. And the last one, by the second one, we can get the ID with this ingredient ID, and then we have the discount for. Okay, so now we know the ingredient ID is 3. So just change it a little bit. Okay, we added a new join after this table. So we join the ingredient, okay, with ID and ingredient association ID, ingredient ID, so that from this table ingredient we can get the ingredient's name. Okay, so instead of the ID, we can get its name. So we can just run it again. Here you can see here now. Okay, we get the P. All right, that's it.